Okay. Oh, and yes, update on the guy that broke into that broke into the guy's house that said he was Harry Dresden. There is an update on him. Um, I saw an update on him today. He's caught additional charges. Let me find it. The man caught additional charges. Hang on. This is fucking like this gets worse. Okay, let me put it this way. This gets so much worse.
A Bay Area home invasion case captured in this horrifying video has escalated in court, with prosecutors adding a new child-related charge and a judge sharply increasing bail for the man accused of forcing his way into a Fairfield family's home while allegedly threatening to kill the occupants. Jason Thomas Nichols appeared in court in connection with the April 7th incident, where he is accused of approaching a home in the 1700 block of Burbank Court, demanding entry through a Ring doorbell camera, and then breaking in through a sliding glass door. Inside the residence were a pregnant woman and her 5-year-old son.
Yeah. The wife was pregnant, and the child was 5 years old. And this psycho was coming in there to like he could have killed them. I have no doubt if he'd been able to find them, I have no doubt he would have killed them. If he'd been able to locate them. This is fucking terrifying. Absolutely fucking terrifying.
The child's father had briefly left but rushed back after watching the break-in unfold on live security cameras, where he confronted.
So the dad was not even home at the time. He was just talking to him through the phone. He wasn't even at the house. Ooh. Yeah, and then came home and he had the shovel.
Confronted Nichols with a shovel.
Yes, he did yell, "Where's your daughter?"
To protect his family.
Just answer the question. Get the f out of my house.
Both men suffered head injuries during the struggle before Nichols allegedly left the home and was later arrested. Prosecutors say Nichols.
That husband, he shouldn't have even told him to get out when he saw what the guy did on the Ring camera. Okay, he was talking to the husband was the one talking to him through the Ring camera. He shouldn't have even let him leave the home. He should have immediately, as soon as he got in the home, as soon as he saw him, he should have just started attacking. He should have just started hitting him with that shovel until he was on the ground and wasn't moving, and then call the cops. Because that's kind of basic. When you have a home intruder, you have the means to do so, you neutralize the threat. By the way, neutralize is not referencing kill. Neutralize means you stop the threat, and then you call the police. You make sure that the threat is stopped, and then you call the police. Here, he should have called the police while he was rolling. Like, as he was rolling there. Because he was not at the house. So, as he was rolling, he should have been on the phone 911 saying, "There's a guy breaking into my house right now. I have a pregnant wife and a 5-year-old child in the house. Move your ass." And if he gets there before the police does, you go in. He's got that nice cold shovel. You go in and you just start, you go into the house. You see this guy's still there. You saw what he was saying on the camera. So you go in and you start. You go in and you just start whacking until the threat is stopped. And that's what the husband should have been doing. Like, you already know he is a violent threat. There is no doubt, like, who are you? Why are you in my house? There's a possibility that he may not be a violent threat. No, the husband saw him through the Ring camera. He saw everything this guy did. He should have immediately, as soon as he got home and saw this man was in his house, no words, just start whacking. Just start go into town, swing for the fucking fences with that shovel. And don't stop until he is on the ground and is no longer a threat. That's what he should have done. And then when the police get there, then the police could have contended, the police could have picked it up. But I'm sorry, it's like, you're the only one there. You're the husband. You have a means to defend yourself and defend your family. You do it. You don't talk to him. You don't tell him, "Get out of my house." You already told him through the Ring camera, "Go away." He already told him multiple times, "I don't know you. Get the fuck out of here. Leave my house." You've already told him that. The time for words is over. You get home and this man is inside your house where your pregnant wife and 5-year-old son are. It's time to go caveman mode. And it's time to go beast mode and just stop the threat. That's what this man should have done. Yeah, the police showed up after the guy had already taken off, it looks like.
Nichols allegedly threatened to kill the occupants and made repeated demands to be let inside. In court, the deputy district attorney reportedly said the 30-year-old creep told the victims, "I'm going to kill you and take you out," arguing he poses a continuing risk due to living directly behind the home.
Here's the scary part. This guy lives behind them. He lives. His residence is behind theirs. He's their backyard neighbor. This guy. How fucking terrifying is that? That this guy is your backyard neighbor. Uh-huh. It's like, that would scare the shit out of me. I guarantee you that family is moved. That family is moving. They are not staying in that house. They are probably not living there as is, and that house is going on the market. I guarantee you. They're probably no longer going to live in that home. It's insane. So, yeah, this guy has ruined this family's life. They're now going to have to sell their house because there's no way they can go back to living in that house. Because, I'm sorry, would you trust the California criminal court system to exact justice and keep this insane psychopath, this murderous psychopath, locked up when all is said and done? No. The fact is, it's going to get worse.
Nichols also referred to himself as Harry Dresden.
My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door.
The fictional detective from the Dresden Files during the incident, and behaved erratically while demanding entry. Nichols has been charged with 4 felonies, including burglary, assault with a deadly weapon, vandalism, and making criminal threats. On top of those alleged crimes, he is also facing a 5th charge of annoying or molesting a child under 18, which allegedly...
That charge in and of itself that they just said he was also charged with, quote, annoying or molesting a child. I would like a California attorney to explain to me what the fuck that's supposed to mean. Annoying and molesting are 2 extremely different fucking things. So why are they combined into a single charge? Like, what the fuck? Like, California is a failed state at this point, that they're going to take annoying and molesting a child in the same, into the same charge.
Stemmed from an earlier incident. Fairfield police said the additional charge came after a witness reported an encounter between Nichols and the witness's child on April 5th. After investigating, officers said they found probable cause for arrest on the new charge. During Nichols' court appearance, Judge William Pendergast increased his bond to $250,000, citing the need to ensure that...
And here's the problem. And here's where I'm fucking pissed. Okay? Yes, he upped the bail to $250,000. Cool. So what? Why was he not remanded into custody pending trial? He should not have been given a bond, period. This should have been remanded into custody. He is not a safe individual. He has had 2 felony incidents, one with a child, and then another one also involving a child where he went fucking psycho on a stranger's home and broke in and could have potentially killed them. Who is this judge, and why is this judge not remanding him to jail for the trial? That is disgusting. That is absolutely fucking disgusting. What happened to this guy? So, Maria, what we didn't see last night when we watched this is, when he went to court, he got a 5th charge of, get this, harassing or molesting a child. We don't know the incident in question because it happened on, I think they said April 5th. He did something to a child back on April 5th, and so he's gotten a charge for that. And the judge upped the bail to $250,000, which again, this is California. What do you think the odds are that someone's going to bail him out? This is why I said that this family is not going to return to this home, and they're gone. They're like, nope, we're selling the house. We're moving. We're not even going to go back there. We're going to stay in a hotel. We're going to sell the house. Which, good luck selling the house, because now it's going to be known that a psychopath lives behind in the backyard. Because there is a very real likelihood that he could, like, so far as not, there's not been word that he's been bailed out, but the fact that there is a bail means that he could get bailed out. Because remember, bond $250,000 means that he has to pay $25,000. Remember, bond is 10%. Cash bond is 10% of what the bond is. So he needs $25,000 to get out. What do you think the chances are that someone from his dumbass fucking family that should have locked him up in a mental institution years ago is going to come up with that money and bail him out of jail? It's a very real likelihood. And then this fucker is going to be back out on the street, and who knows, maybe this time he'll actually kill someone. Yeah, or maybe maybe some bleeding heart liberal activist group is going to say, oh, he's just so misunderstood. We'll bail him out and get him the mental health care that he needs. And then they bail him out, and then he kills someone. Like, this is a very real fucking possibility. California Penal Code 647.6 in California law, annoying is interpreted as conduct that would disturb, irritate, or vex a child in a sexual matter. Both annoying and molesting under the statute refer to sexually motivated or sexually oriented conduct. Okay. So basically, he's a child predator. So this judge did not remand him to jail for being a child predator at the bare minimum. And is like, oh, we'll give you a bond and give you the option to get bailed out by some bleeding heart group. Yeah, this is California. This is, and I will guarantee goddamn to you, these two instances that have occurred in April are not the first incident. I will guarantee to you, this is not the first time that something like this is happening to him. If any reporter actually investigates it, they will probably find he has a history of something like this. And they're going to say, oh, he's just a poor, misunderstood person. Yeah, it's mental health problems. Cool, why is he not in a locked up mental facility? It's insane. It's honestly insane that this guy was on the street in the first place. He should have never been on the street. I will bet you any investigation done onto this guy will disclose a history of very sick mental illness and criminal activity, and people are going to be asking, how the hell was this man on the street? I guarantee there's going to be previous child offenses that were washed away. I will guarantee there's going to be previous assault offenses where he's gone up to people, where he's basically fucking hallucinated again, thinking that he was a fictional character and attacked people. I will guarantee you, it's going to come out. He's going to have a history of doing this. And everybody's going to suddenly be going, how is this possible? How was he out on the street? Why wasn't he locked up in jail? He's got such an extensive history. Guarantee you, it's going to come out. He's got a history for this. Just wait for it. Just wait. I don't even know what else to say. Okay, let's see. You got me the statute, the California statute. Let's see if I can pull this up. Okay, it's the annoys or molest a child. Okay. Yeah, it's. Oh my God. This is and thank you, no. This is the statute for that crime against a child. Okay, this is California's crime. What was it? Did the whatever the fuck they called it for, my brain's fucking cooked. For, the basically approaching a child and being sexual towards a child. Every person who annoys or molests any child under 18 years of age shall be punished by a fine not exceeding $5,000, by imprisonment in county jail not exceeding 1 year, or by both the fine and imprisonment. Every person motivated by an unnatural or an abnormal sexual interest in children engaged in contact with an adult whom he or she believes to be a child under 18 years of age, which conduct, if directed towards a child under 18 years of age, would be violation, shall be punished by a fine not exceeding $5,000, imprisonment of 1 year. So in California, you can be sexually lewd to a child, and it'll just cost you $5,000. Maybe a year in jail. This is how little California cares about children. California is all about for the molestation of your children. Okay? This is it right here. Like, any crime against a child by an adult should be an automatic felony, minimum 10 years. Minimum. Any crime. If you commit a crime against a child, especially a sexual crime against a child, automatic felony, sex registry for life, minimum. Absolute bare, automatic minimum of 10 years, but preferably life. The fact that you can basically display sexual interest in a child, and you're only going to catch a $5,000 fine or 1 year in jail. I don't even think you go on the sex registration. Hang on. You don't even have to register as a sex offender. There is no requirement if you get convicted, there is not even a requirement that you get registered as a sex offender. This is how fucked California is. This is just how fucked California is. Not only does California protect child predators, but they're also protecting illegal immigrant fraudsters, because you guys know about the thing with the Stop Nick Shirley thing that the California legislature is trying to push through. It actually goes further than what I thought it was. That not only would it criminalize independent journalism, where if you try to basically, as an independent journalist, get a story, and basically someone doesn't like the fact that you're an independent journalist trying to get a story, they can call the police and have you arrested and oh God, I forgot. Chat, you would get charged worse under the Nick Shirley Act than you would for the annoying or molesting a child crime. You know how, like, annoying or molesting a child, you would get a fine of $5,000 and up to a year in jail? The Nick Shirley Act, if you try and be an independent journalist and someone calls the police on you, you get arrested, charged, and convicted of being an independent journalist, it's a minimum $10,000 fine. Okay? The Nick Shirley Act you would be charged $10,000 and or time in prison for being an independent journalist in California. So if you try to actually do independent journalism, someone says, I don't like that you're being an independent journalist, I'm going to call the police on you and have you arrested. And you could be charged twice for being an independent journalist. You could be fined twice the amount of what a child sex offender would get fined if found guilty. How fucked is California right now? But that's not what I was going to be talking about. There's another part of it that Nick Shirley talked about. This legislation that they're trying to push through, you know what it would also do? It would allow these fraudulent businesses that have been stealing literally billions of dollars from the federal government and state. It would allow them to hide their address. Because you remember, Nick Shirley was able to locate all of these fraudulent businesses by going through, by accessing public records through, through California's like public record system. And he was able to, pull all of the hospice stuff, all of the childcare stuff, and he was able to get the addresses, how many patients they had, so on and so forth. If this legislation goes through, it would allow these fraudulent businesses to literally hide their address. So they would not have to disclose their physical address to the government. They could simply give them a P.O. box. And that would be acceptable for the express purpose of throwing off independent journalists. So the state of California is helping fraudsters be better at defrauding the government, while also trying to make independent journalism illegal. This is the state of California. This is the government of California. The government of California wants to import illegal immigrants, wants to import fraudsters, wants to help fraudsters defraud the government for literally billions of dollars, and they're actually making laws to help them with it. This is insane. This is absolutely fucking insane what is happening in this one state alone. In this one state alone, say what you will about Canada with some of the shit that we go in on Canada. You know what? Look at California. All right, the next time someone wants to like point a finger at Canada, go, hi, look at you with the, with the huge acronym for the LGBT and all of the woke and point the finger at Canada. Look at California. Look at New York City. Look at Minnesota. Okay, I would postulate that what's happening in those states is arguably even worse than what's happening in fucking Canada right now. Okay, Canada's not a prize right now as is. Okay, I'm not saying that, oh, Canada's so great. Don't misunderstand me there. I'm not saying Canada is oh so great. Yeah, rah, Canada. I'm not saying that at all. But look inward at the same time. When you start, when people, when people want to start like, pointing fingers at other countries and so say, oh, you're shit, look inward. You've got your literal state governments helping illegal immigrant fraudsters defraud the state and the country for billions. And I'm telling you right now, by the end of all this, it's going to be trillions. Okay? By the end of, but when everything is all said and done with all this fraudster, it is going to be trillions of dollars with a T. That is going to happen. You have New York City that is literally becoming a communist city where they're actually having literal pro-communism marches in the streets. All I'm saying is, don't, while you're busy, pointing fingers at other countries and going rah, USA, look at what's also happening in the USA, which is why I say the entire fucking planet's on fire right now. Okay? This is what I'm saying. I'm not, this is not me saying, one country sucks, the other one's great. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, the entire civilized portion of the planet is on fire right now, and it's not getting any better. Like, everything is just up for fucking grabs. Alright? It's just, it's absolutely fucking nuts.